You're listening to Inside Real Estate, your source for all things mortgage and real estate related. The show that brings you all the hottest topics and insights directly from those who know it most. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
What's up, everyone? Paul Foslakas, Brad Weisgerber, Salvatore Cusmano. We are Inside Real Estate. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. We usually just, talk about real estate all the time, and we figured, the holidays are coming up, so we figured we'd just just talk to each other and have an actual conversation, get to know each other, let the audience kind of let them in on who we actually are, because a lot of it isn't much about who we are. So one thing that I want to talk about, obviously, since it's the holiday season, some holiday family traditions that you guys have that might be odd. I know for a fact Brad Weisgerber is going to have some really weird up north.
I don't know about weird.
Everything you do is weird, man.
I think it will be expected.
That it's
If you know Brad, you'll be like, oh, okay.
Whatever it is, it's going to be odd.
So we put beer cans and chickens and
Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Yeah, right. So I figured we'd talk a little bit about that. Obviously, we'll let that go where it goes. But first and foremost, Brad, what kind of traditions do you have that you think that you do during the holidays? I mean, do you guys eat like let's say for Thanksgiving, right? Do you eat pie? Or do you guys do like weird stuff like what's that cranberry jelly with meat in it?
That's really weird.
You eat pasties. Can we tell the audience what
pasties?
Pasties.
She just had pasties 2 nights ago. 3 nights ago.
Yeah,
they're delicious.
Well, can you tell the audience, because just so everybody knows out there, that pasties are these things. I don't know where they originated from. I think they're German.
No.
Well, okay. Whatever.
I think they're European.
Yeah, whatever it is. So we
Finnish or Swedish.
So in Michigan here, we have the Upper Peninsula, which is literally its own country, but it is technically part of Michigan. And they have these meat-filled pies that you guys call pasties. I say you guys, by the way, pasties.
Yeah.
So can you tell the audience across the world what a pasty is?
So, they're delicious. It's like I don't know how to describe it. I guess it's like a crust, and it's like a ravioli, but really big, but it's like a pie crust.
A ravioli?
It's because it's got filling in it, right?
It's the whitest calzone you can get.
Yes, calzone.
Okay, it's like a calzone.
Yes.
Okay,
It's a calzone with
it's got
a pot pie in it.
meat, rutabaga, potatoes.
What do we say?
Rutabaga?
Rutabaga?
Rutabaga.
Okay, all right.
Potatoes, seasoning, meat. You can be beef, steak, chicken, whatever.
They are good.
And you eat it with ketchup, because that's what you do in the UP.
Are you serious?
Some people say gravy. That's no ketchup.
Okay.
But they started in the UP in the ore mines. So like all these miners, they would make pasties and put them in tin foil and keep them in their pockets to keep them warm in the mines, and then they eat it for lunch.
Interesting.
And they're delicious. They have lard is another key ingredient, by the way.
What do you mean lard?
You put a lot.
I mean,
sounds like what the fuck.
no, I
is
mean,
going
listen, they're good.
delicious.
I just didn't know that the history of pasties was so deep.
Yeah, it's deep.
Like it's keeping people warm in mines.
Yeah,
on? Yeah. It's like a real thing.
and they're
right?
tasty.
Yeah.
And you can get them down here. There's a place in Marquette, Michigan, that Gene and K's Pasties.
There's a place called Barb's Pasties in Clawson.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet though. I'm thinking about it. But
Yeah.
apparently they're supposed to be like real UP.
They were
pasties.
good.
But Gene K's in Marquette will ship you pasties and they're delicious.
Across the country?
Yeah, get the steak ones. They're amazing.
Really, they'll ship them all over the country.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
I bet you they'll get one order from this conversation to be.
I'm gonna order some after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might go to Barb's.
Yeah.
I might go to Barb's.
For me, I'll just give you guys some background. Obviously, my family's immigrants. My dad's Greek. My mom's Chaldean. For those that don't know, that's like she's Iraqi, but they're Catholic, whatever, right? So, growing up, it'd be like Thanksgiving.
Olives.
It'd be Thanksgiving, right?
And you did olives.
And I'd be like in school, and everybody's making like turkeys. Well, turkeys is not something that foreigners like cook, right? And like I remember like being like 12 years old. Every year up into that, we'd have like lamb, and like we'd all like get together and like eat like Arabic food or Greek food or whatever it was, right? I remember like I was 12, and my mom decided to try to make a turkey, right? And she's like, I'm gonna make a turkey, It was the worst fucking turkey that I've ever had in my life. It was absolutely god awful. It tasted like cardboard.
Listen,
It's an
it
art
is
form.
very difficult
to
cook a turkey that stays moist
Yes.
after it's pulled out of the oven.
Yes. So it was
turkey,
not moist.
Turkey overdone will be so
Chalk.
bad.
It's chalk.
Yeah.
It turns into
It's
chalk.
sawdust.
every year we do 2 turkeys.
Two
So
turkeys.
My wife does one in the oven, or in the roaster.
Do you guys have deep fry the other one?
Yes.
Oh.
Me and my father-in-law we do a Cajun injected deep fried turkey outside. So we sit outside, drink beer, and roast and fry a turkey. And my wife's inside making all the other shit and basting the turkey and doing all the. I sit outside and drink beer. And
we did a deep fried one once, and it looked beautiful. We pulled it out. We set it on the chopping block, right? Mm-hmm. And we pull the leg off, and it was just like raw. Gross. It was like cold still. We were like, what?
No, it takes a long time. It's
you got to do it right.
It's like 8 minutes per pound or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And you have to have a thermometer.
That
was something we didn't have. Our thermometer broke. So we read we Googled if you take a piece of bread and cut it into squares, depending on how long it takes to brown that's the temperature of the oil. Because everyone would.
Or just go buy a fucking thermometer.
The big thing about my Thanksgiving and Christmas and whatnot, good food's a given, right? Yeah. Like we're eating good.
Yeah.
Like the turkey will be good.
You guys are Italian Americans. Like this is what you live for, right?
We've got prime rib and all that. Like every time we eat.
Yeah.
For whether it's Easter or at least for a holiday, right? Like everything's to the nines.
Yeah.
The other part of it is we all like to have fun, so we all get together, we drank, etc. So we didn't have the thermometer. We couldn't drive to the store because we were all drunk. So we made do with what we had, and we fucked it up bad.
Yeah. So, did you have any? Did you had backup though, right?
Yeah, we made a proper turkey.
You know what I think is hilarious?
Deep fried is the best.
Oh, it's so good. Especially, so we do Cajun. We rub it with Cajun and we inject it with Cajun. It's a Cajun orange juice mix. So the orange juice helps break down the muscles and
Could you imagine being that poor bastard turkey?
It's
just
so good.
Like how many are just like, man, like, today's my day. They're laying in the pan, all cut up, stuffed.
Bro, it's like a turkey holocaust.
It's fucked up.
You know what I mean? It's like I don't even know how we have that many turkeys.
Well, a mind-boggling fact will be wings, right? Imagine you go and you eat. I always think about this.
Yeah. Like you go get chicken wings or something?
I try not to think about when I eat wings, right? But you get 12 wings.
How many chickens is that?
Yeah, it's like, damn, that's like at a very minimum, right?
Yeah.
At a very minimum, it's like 4.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you used all of that. But the more fucked up part that you got to think about is think about, like, man, there's probably a giant pile of cut off chicken arms and legs that you just like. You'd like to think maybe like, oh, this is a big chicken. I got one big wing here, but the reality is it's probably like one of like 2,000 of that batch that you're eating. But
that's crazy.
Not to be like way off topic,
but that's not going to push me from not eating chicken wings.
Well, just think about how many cows died for a burger. That's not one cow, dude.
I mean,
right.
You got to not really think about it if you're a meat eater.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because I mean, listen, it's fuel, but we definitely. I mean, there's no reason to eat 18 chicken wings, which it was like a generation.
There are
of
reasons
a family.
to eat 18 chicken wings.
There are, because we're hungry. But I guess, just a saying that my friends and I have when you think too deep about something, it's just
it'll screw you up.
Yeah. Don't overthink it.
Like, don't think about it.
Just
like,
we'll
just say that. Like,
shut up and eat your dinner.
I'll give you an example. So I grew up like every summer, like every other summer, I'd go to Greece, and my grandfather had a farm in Crete, right? We'd go there. And one year we went there, and there was a lamb that was tied up like near the house that he was just roaming around shitting all over the place. And I got to get to know the lamb. And in Greek, the name for lamb is Arni, right? So I named him, and his name was Arni, right? So for like a week and a half, we were there for 2 weeks on the island, and I think it was like a month, whatever. For like 3 weeks, I was like, "Hey, Arni, what's up, man?" I'm like 9 years old, right? Arnie, what's going on, dude? I'd go pet it and he'd shit and whatever, like, right? Well, the last day we were there, we're having our going away. And, when we had dinner, we had people from like all over. We had like 20, 30 people that were coming to say goodbye to us because, we're leaving. And my grandfather was like, okay, time to get dinner. So he grabs Arnie, takes him around, to our, we had like a little burn there, whatever. And I'm like, oh, I'm 9 years old. I'm like, hey, Arnie, what's going on, man? And he pulls out a knife, just slit its throat. And if you ever watch an animal die, which is, I'm sorry for anybody that's vegan or whatever, but like when you cut a throat of it doesn't just like drip out. I mean, it was like buckets of like, and this thing was like, ah. And then, he skins it.
It's gruesome.
It's absolutely gruesome, right? And he skins it. He pulls it up. He does the whole thing. He's pulling out the guts. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, what is going on here? And then it's time to eat it, So like they're passing around Arnie, and they're like,
You're
hey,
traumatized.
and I'm like, bro, I'm not eating Arnie, right? It's like eating your dog. That if you had to like when you grow up like that, it's very different.
Yeah.
But if you never see an animal like get like whatever processed, right, it's going to change your ability to eat that.
The fucked up part about that is that is probably way more humane than how our lamb gets to us in the United States from the commercial farming.
Oh, really? We're going down that path?
I'm just saying.
It doesn't matter how you die at that
No,
point.
I'm just saying that.
I think we digress, right?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, there's just a reality that if you're eating something on the table, you kind of have to be a little thankful, at least, right?
That's not
that
you.
Well, that one, there's not some larger being that farms us and slaughters us to eat our arms and legs, but two, that it was a life or whatever, right? I guess you could look at it so it was a plant, but either way, I mean it's food, right?
And it's helping you grow.
Yeah,
You gotta be thankful.
So another holiday tradition that my family had is we would play a card game. And I don't know why, but the game that you know how there's blackjack and it's 21?
Yeah.
Well, we would play 31. So
Geeks are so fucked up.
It was it's crazy. So it wasn't even like so we play 31. So you'd have to like get the 31 and like imagine there's like 10 of us and we all have like I'm like 15 years old and my dad's drinking Hennessy or cognac or something, right? My other uncles drinking this. They're all having their drinks and we're all sitting there with like piles of money and they're like I don't know if you've ever been to a foreign house, but it isn't quiet. Right, you've got family members almost wanting to fight each other over $3 of change on the table, right? like it didn't matter the amount of money.
The games are fun.
Yeah. But it's I mean, so I went to I had a girlfriend in high school and I went to her house for the holidays and she was very Caucasian and they were drinking like tea and there's like classical music playing in the back and the dad's reading the newspapers.
Dude, nothing sucks than going to a girlfriend's holiday house, whatever, and they're so lame.
Yeah,
like you're sitting there,
boring.
they're like my family's, chopping up like prime rib, and it's just beautiful, and like I'm getting pictures from them, and they're like, "Do you want a turkey stick?"
Do you want to know?
No, I don't want to.
You want to hear
fucking turkey stick? I want to leave here, but
Drunk Uncle Mike saying off wall comments.
You want to know how fucked up it is? So I come from a family that's loud and aggressive and obnoxious and right. And it's like like my friends always were like, "Why are your parents fighting?" I'm like, "They're just talking." So like then I go to this house for Christmas and they were like, "Let's sing Christmas carols." They get around the piano. They're
I
like,
could just see you doing that.
Dun, 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 dun. And I'm like, "What the?" Like,
dude, and it's so funny too when the other thing happens and you bring a girlfriend around your family and they have a few drinks and
it's like you're embarrassed.
Did you?
Yeah.
One of my aunts will be like, "Did you get breast implants? They look nice." And I'm like,
"Yeah, no filter, dude."
Yeah, I'm like,
"Yeah,
don't worry about her.
Yeah,
just roll with it."
Yeah, you're barely eating anything.
Yeah, my mom would say crazy shit like, "I don't like your shirt." Like Jesus Christ! Like why you wearing that shirt? It doesn't look good on you. Like imagine going to like I'm like Jesus, dude, Mom.
We would play this game called Spoons.
Oh, Spoons is fun.
Yeah. So Spoons, it's like musical chairs, right?
Yeah.
I forget how you even play it. I think you need like 2 or 3 of the same card.
You got to get this.
You have to get
as soon as you get X amount of cards.
Then you can grab a spoon and then everyone has to grab them. Like if you pay attention.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's that's fun. Yeah. And it's always funny. There's always like scratch marks and nails.
Yeah.
Another thing we do too on Christmas Eve, you'll put like everyone will throw like $10-$20 into a pile or whatever, and then we put it in a box, and then you wrap it with duct tape, like a lot of duct tape.
I remember you telling me
about
this last year.
And then you put 2 mittens on, and you have
Oven
to,
mitts.
yeah, and you roll dice until you get till you roll like craps, right? Like 7 or 11.
Yeah.
And then it's yours, right? So you're rolling around, and you get X amount of time until someone rolls a 7, right? And then you have to give it to them.
So you're trying to unwrap this present with oven mitts before someone else rolls a 7 or 11 because then you got to pass it.
Yeah.
And whoever fully unwraps it gets the money.
Yeah, whoever gets to it gets the money.
It's a sweet game.
It's actually pretty sweet.
We should do that.
Except the mittens at the end have like holes in them.
Oh yeah, they're just tore
people's
up.
nails and
yeah.
What if you did that, but you had to put on a condom?
What?
You guys got really uncomfortable with that.
Well, I'm trying to figure out
One, it doesn't make sense. And
Yeah.
two, it's,
How you gonna unwrap anything with a condom?
I'm just thinking about
What are
trying
you
to put a
using to
condom
unwrap
on
this?
with gloves on. I don't know why I thought about that. I'm a weirdo.
That is.
I'm
I don't want to go to
that's
your house for Christmas.
Come here, Brad. Let's go to a room.
But put your condom on.
What? So what do you guys think is like the dumbest Christmas tradition? Like I don't know. Like there's so many Christmas traditions.
There's a million of them.
Yeah, like the mistletoe thing, right? Like,
I mean, I think it's funny. I don't know.
do you have you ever had mistletoe though?
No,
like,
but I was thinking about putting it up this year.
for what? To kiss your wife?
Yeah.
Do you not get to kiss her normally? Like,
No, I do.
you
I just-
need
I thought it'd be
mistletoe
cute.
as an excuse to get a
No,
kiss.
I just thought it'd be cute.
yeah. You guys ever do Christmas carols? Honestly, have you ever?
No.
Like,
When I was a kid, we
Well,
went
like
to a
they
nursing home.
did in the neighborhood, but I was always like, I'm out on that.
Really?
Like I'm trying to play Nintendo 64, not
Right.
fucking Carol.
Yeah.
Right. But
yeah.
you know, I guess everyone's probably gone once.
Yeah.
Right?
I
It's
think
just
in
not my
Cub
cup of
Scouts, we
tea.
used to go to like.
I
the
just don't
nursing
find
homes.
joy in that. And as a homeowner, if someone came up and they were singing, I'd be like, "Geez, like get."
I'd be like,
outta
someone go
here,
check the back
dude."
door, make sure
Yeah,
they're
I
not
mean, not to be a
distracting
Grinch. I am quite the Grinch, though.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You know, it's
yeah,
like,
you're right. Yeah.
we went to TJ Maxx yesterday, right? Me and my girlfriend, and I'm like, all right, listen, like, in and out. I want to
Right.
get in and out of here, right? And she's like, well, this will look cute, this and that. I'm like, I got like a table cloth for my table. Like, wait, I'm like, well, what is the
Not
point?
for your car?
So I can eat Taco Bell on it? Like, what the fuck?
No, we move it when you
And
eat.
it's 250,
No.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't. You move it when you eat.
Yeah, you
It's-
fold it up and put it away.
You don't eat on that.
Lo and behold, you know, I get to the register, it's like $250.
Yeah.
Like,
For
okay.
a tablecloth?
No, for all this bullshit.
Oh, I was like, Jesus.
You know, the only nice thing out of it was the candles. They smell nice.
Yeah, Salvatore and I like. I'll go to TJ Maxx and get the candles. Yeah. What kind of candles are you into?
It depends. You know, I like
Depends on
winter
the
ones.
season, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. Pine.
Pine?
Pine.
They smell like pine,
That's
cedar. I
weird.
don't know, dude.
Yeah.
They're holiday candles.
Yeah, it's,
right.
I like
You just I like
Like, it's-
candles.
and you know, mind you, the snow is not anything to
By the way, so everybody's
love.
listening.
Yeah, there's a lot of snow out right now.
We just got hammered. I mean, it's
When 2 weeks ago we were wearing like short sleeves.
It's November and we got
Legit.
hammered. It's snow. Yeah. It's
But-
Michigan.
But it is nice. You know, like I like snow until
You got to go somewhere.
January 1st.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right? I don't mind like snow and all that just because it reminds you of when you were younger or whatever, right? But
We haven't really had a white Christmas in a few years. So
No, it's
I'm
been,
hoping.
yeah,
they
it's
say
weird.
this winter is going to be pretty brutal.
Yeah, I heard that.
Well, look at it, dude. It's so early, and we're gonna be in
Yeah, we're
high of
getting hammered with snow
7
today,
degrees. Yeah.
and it's weird because the snow is like it creeps up. You don't even know.
Yeah.
Like this morning, or what was it last week? I went to bed not knowing there would be any snow.
Yeah.
And I come out and there's like 3 or 4 inches. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So moving on, you know so the holiday season's awesome. I personally like it's my favorite time of year, right? Like Thanksgiving, Christmas. I love that.
When do you put up your Christmas tree?
When do I put? It's usually around Thanksgiving. Right around Thanksgiving, because otherwise, what the fuck's the point? Like, I remember my mom, like, you know, she really took pride. I mean, it'd take her hours and hours, and it isn't easy putting up a good Christmas tree. And this year, I might actually get a real one. Usually, we do fake.
Don't do it.
Is it what?
Don't
Why?
do it.
Why?
Real trees are horrible, dude. You'll hate yourself after you do it. I mean, do it. Go ahead. Do it once, but then you'll never do it
You'll
again.
hate
But
yourself.
why? Why? Because then I get to throw it out. I don't have to like take it down.
Oh, you just throw it out.
What?
You gotta like water, like spruce it, and like you're gonna
Spruce
fucking.
it? What the fuck is
You have to
sprucing?
vacuum like every fucking day because there's a million pine needles everywhere.
You know what? Even when you get the fake one, there's
they're
always
brutal.
fake pine noodles.
Yeah, but it's not like having a real tree,
Yeah.
dude. If you've never had a
You-
real tree,
I shouldn't
do
be
it.
real?
No, do it. Go ahead.
You're trying to fuck me. Right?
Yeah,
You know,
you're gonna hate it, dude.
What would be a good business? A rental.
Oh, that actually is a business. I saw it on Shark Tank.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Couple
like,
years
Listen,
ago.
they come, they set it all up. It's got all the good ornaments. They come.
But how fucked up is that? Like, that's the whole point, is like putting up the tree and like.
Hey, for me, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come, I don't have to put all these like. Maybe I have like a box of ornaments I put on there, right? And if they take it and they're on there, fuck me, right?
Yeah.
But but I don't want to have to put up lights and store all this
I love all that
bullshit,
shit.
and then the lights don't work, right? You pull them up.
Those
There's
days are
one
dead.
light that doesn't work.
It doesn't work like that anymore.
It
the
doesn't
LEDs.
anymore.
LEDs are
Well,
completely changed that.
Mind you, I haven't lived at my parents' house in like 10 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's,
I bought lights to put outside this year.
and they're like legit now.
They're LEDs. They're
Yeah.
mine are.
I don't know.
They're actually.
So,
yeah.
Listen,
So this is
I
maybe-
personally don't like doing any of that stuff. Just I like having it. I just don't like doing it. I wouldn't mind renting it.
This is maybe the weird holiday thing that I do. So Christmas is a big deal for us. We go all out.
Yeah.
Our tree's already up.
What?
We do 4 trees.
How the fuck is your tree already up? It's not even.
We have 4
Thanksgiving
Christmas
yet.
trees. 4 Christmas trees.
Okay.
And the weekend after Halloween, they go up. So they're up.
That's fair. All right. All of them are up.
Well, 3 of them are up.
Why do you have 4? Where I mean, what do you mean you have 4?
Yeah. So we have one outside that we do.
Outside.
It's like a pine tree outside our front porch. So we decorate it.
Fair. Okay.
We have a mini, almost like a tabletop one, I guess.
Okay.
That's up. And then we put one in the living room with all of like our heirloom ornaments and like
the ugly ones,
the kids ornaments,
the ugly ones.
It's
Yeah.
it's the fugly tree, but that's like the main tree. It's like the family tree. That's
I
where the
kind of like
presents
that.
go.
I
The
like
coolest
that.
And then we have
ornaments
a-
were the ones where it's like they bubble. It's like
Oh, yeah.
It's like alcohol inside of it that
Yeah.
bubbles.
And then we
That's
have we have another one that goes right in our front entrance by the giant stairwell with the vaulted ceiling that's like freaking 10 feet tall. And it's like right in the front. So we have 4. And so we put it up super fucking early. I go all out with my house. I'm actually renting a boom lift this year to do my lights on my house because
a boom lift.
a boom lift, yeah.
Okay.
60-foot
You've
boom
gone
lift.
full asshole. Okay. Like, all right.
Because it's a
All
big
right,
deal.
Clark.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So that's the fucked up. And we do an old German tradition where we hide the pickle in the Christmas tree. You guys ever hear of that?
No, but
I
it
played
sounds
hide
like
the
if that-
pickle.
if
I
that-
played hide the pickle before. I haven't
Not
played that
that hide
guy.
the pickle. So there's a special ornament. It's a pickle, and it goes on the tree. And then
it's an
Christmas
ornament.
Eve,
It's not like a real
It's an
pickle.
ornament, yeah. And then Christmas Eve, it gets hidden somewhere deep in the tree, right? And when everyone comes downstairs, the first one to find the pickle ornament gets a special prize.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's
So they
pretty
get
cool.
like another present.
Man,
Is it? It's just not a real pickle though.
It's an ornament.
Oh, got it.
one thing, it was kind of like White Elephant, except you got sweet gifts.
Which is the opposite of white elephant.
Right,
Yeah.
but we would get, which is, I said it's like that, except it's not, right?
Right,
So that
okay.
would make sense. But, sorry. But we would all, put our names in a bowl, right, on paper and then pick. And we'd buy like sweet gifts, right? It'd be like, yeah, you get like $100 gift, right, when you're a kid. And we would always go to my aunts who lived on White Lake, right? And back in the day, it was like, well, what do you want? Well, I want a fucking air hog because they're sweet, right? And the air hogs would always end up in the lake. Every
yeah,
single
yeah,
time,
yeah.
those air hog airplanes,
Yeah.
It was like,
They last like 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough.
So one thing that
getting
there's a lot of
nostalgic.
things I mean, I really love the holidays. It's like for me,
too.
it's like the best time, right? The thing that I hate the most is shopping during the holidays.
Oh, I love it.
People are the worst. It's the worst
why I love
version
it.
of people. I can't handle it. People are pushing you.
I don't
They're
even buy shit. But I go out on like the Thanksgiving after we all eat and everything and have dessert. Well, I go out Thanksgiving shopping. My wife likes the deals. I just like the people watch and watch how fucked up people are. I don't buy anything.
fucked,
I just
dude.
watch them, dude. I love it.
I don't really shop like that, right? I buy my stuff on Amazon or whatever,
Yeah.
which is nice. I do like going to the mall.
Yeah,
Like, I just
during
like
the
going to the
holidays.
mall during the holidays.
Yeah.
It feels
Yeah.
like
You've got the
a
stuff
90s
up.
movie or something,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
But it is
A
it
90s
is
movie.
very, very tough. Yeah, it's tough stuff, and I think that
I don't get it. I don't why. Like this is what I don't understand. Right? It's the holidays. The whole point is like to be happy. If you don't want to, if you're not doing something that's making you happy, or like you should be like shopping. People are so fucked up during that time. It's
Yes.
like you're waiting in line. People are like fighting and they're like "Arr," and like miserable, bumping you, and I'm like, dude. What is wrong with you? It's the holidays, bro. And they're like so set on getting this deal. And I'm like, I feel like that part of it.
it's like you're getting $20 off a Tickle Me Elmo, and you're fucking my whole day up.
Because of 20, it's like, dude,
Yeah.
here's $20. Shut the fuck up. Like that's how I want. That's kind of what I want to say. But like that kind of for me, like I love going to the mall. Like you said, during the holidays, you
Yeah.
got the decorations,
Christmas music.
People, I mean, I'm like taking my kids and like
Yeah.
we're wearing nice warm clothes. We're going to buy stuff.
I think it's different when you're a dad, right? Because like for me, it's like real easy. It's like, oh, this thing's 100, 200, whatever on Amazon,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And that's kind of the budget I set for this person, so I'm going to buy it, and I'll have it. It'll get shipped to my house.
Yeah,
and then
Amazon
I'm
has
done.
made it easier. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
but you
great.
still, but like for me, like I want to take my kids to go see Santa Claus.
No, yeah,
you know,
that's what I'm saying. You guys had nightmares that you have to fulfill.
Nightmares, dude. There's
Nightmares
people-
that you have to fulfill.
Yeah,
like it's
tough.
the word like the mall like a week before Christmas is
Oh.
the worst part of humanity is in that mall. It's like
But you
literally.
don't do it a week before Christmas.
But I have had to before. It's usually for my wife's birthday gift.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Just the amount of people, because here in Michigan, there's like 2 Chick-fil-A's, right?
Well, there's one coming up by my house, and
That's good.
yeah, I'm excited.
But right now, right now, at this exact moment, if you go to Somerset Mall, there is a line of people 45, 50 minutes long in Chick-fil-A every day. Every single day except Sunday.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, man.
Fuck
It's
Chick-fil-A.
a chicken
it's real
sandwich,
good.
people. It is really good, but is it good enough to wait in line for an hour and a half?
No.
Right? How about these people at Popeyes that are getting body slammed? Have you see these people?
Dude, I mean, listen, I like chicken sandwiches.
Everybody
I really
does.
do.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. It's just like,
if you're a carnivore, you
it's
like
crazy.
chicken sandwiches.
It's just crazy what people do for
What they
things.
believe is scarcity, right? They're worried they're going to miss out.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
Which marketing is genius.
Just go on a Tuesday at 4 o'clock.
Right.
you know
Or
what I mean?
people waiting and camping outside of the Apple store for the new phone.
Yeah,
When
unreal.
it's like, hey, you could have had it like next week. Delivered to your house.
No.
Or picked it up at the...
No, Sal. I have to be here.
Dude,
'Cause
I
if
love those videos where someone will stand in line. They'll get it. They'll walk out front of the line.
They
and
drop
then
it.
sell it.
They'll smash it
Oh, just
with a hammer. Yeah, and take a video and get like a million YouTube follows,
Damn.
right?
You know, in our world today, like you can pay people to wait in lines
Yeah.
for you. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Which I actually love. Like if you
course
had
you do.
if you had to wait in line for
Well,
something.
I mean, I guess if something's worth it to you and you want it that bad, that you're willing to pay the premium to stand in line, right?
right. Well, no, I even want to do it like my kids want to go see Santa Claus, and I know the line's gonna be like ridiculous. At
You'll
some point.
have someone.
I'll have someone wait in line for them.
That's sad, man.
Fucking worst.
I'll have them just like an
That's
elf, though.
pretty.
Could you
that's
imagine
pretty
being?
sad.
Could you imagine being the guy, like the family behind this one random guy or girl sitting in line, and all of a sudden you're getting close to the front, and all of a sudden a whole swarm of like a whole family and like 18
I'd have 'em-
kids.
I'd have 'em
They
dressed-
come swap places, and you're like,
Well,
what
you
the
know
fuck?
what's crazy, right? And I guess this is kind of a different topic, but all in the same vein. There's technology creating a lot of more opportunities for people to do more things, like Uber, right? Technology then made everyone a cab driver, right?
Yep.
If they want to be, and they could pick it up, they could put
It's
it
the
down.
gig economy,
But some of
right?
the stuff, like I have to imagine, like DoorDash. Okay, you order food through DoorDash. It takes time to get made, right? And then you have someone, always with DoorDash, right? It's like, oh, you ordered a pizza, right? And this poor guy picks up the order, drives to the restaurant, and waits there for about 30, 40 minutes, and then delivers it to you. And what's he get paid?
A slice of pizza. And,
No, well, yeah, that's why they're taking the food out of your
they're taking
DoorDash,
the
right?
food out
Like
of
you
your
hear that,
shit.
but like, dude, like
But DoorDash has saved some restaurants. Because
it probably has.
Because
right?
think about it.
'Cause
Like
I mean,
my parents had a
regardless, it's good for the restaurant. I'm just thinking about the poor dasher who might make
right.
$3 in an hour.
Well, that's
That's
what the
they're
gig
saying.
economy
Maybe
is.
not.
Dude. The gig
I don't know.
economy is that it sucks. There's no.
we use DoorDash.
It's
all the
almost
time.
like devaluating
Uber sucks.
the human time in
100%
some degree.
it
I think
is.
Uber's good because it's very quick and instant, right?
But it's not really good for the drivers.
No, I mean, hey, listen.
Some of them make money,
Yeah,
bro.
some of them make pretty good money,
Not
and
great,
you can
though.
pick. Well, it
Well, it
depends
depends
on
what your
It's a gig job. It's not. There's no benefits to it. You're not working steady hours. Like you're.
It's
at
better
mercy.
than nothing,
It's not a great
or it's an
way
extra
of
job.
life,
But what's
right?
cool
Yeah.
is, like for example,
That's a good point of
if I
that.
did Uber, I would go all day. I'd hang out at the airport because those are
Oh,
big
yeah.
rides, right? $40-$50 every time, and they probably make half of it. Whatever.
It doesn't work that way though, because you got to like take
Yeah.
someone there, then you got to you're
You don't pick up a new Uber. You go back to the airport and then you start picking them up.
I don't know. But I mean, I don't know if that's better. I mean, I'm sure there's a
Maybe.
because every Uber driver that I've ever talked to, they're
Or you
like,
do short rides in like, for
Well,
example, like Royal Oak or downtown,
that's
right?
what they-
Like,
yeah.
You'd get $4 or $5.
but they want long rides actually. Because I remember one time I was going to like from my house to like my buddy's house, and it was like 40 minutes away. And I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, I know it's far. He's like, don't, bro, I love this. He's like, I get one thing, and you're gonna pay me $70. I'm good with it. You know what I mean? Like they don't have to worry about like picking more
Yeah.
people up. So, look, I mean, I think the gig economy is not going anywhere. To be fair,
No, I
and
don't
it's
think
only going to
so.
expand,
Yeah.
and it's going to help some people that have a hard time getting work. But to your point, Brad, I think what you're getting at is, as an economy,
It's not good.
It's not great for the general population because we do lose some benefits on it,
Yeah,
right?
because a lot of companies are like, oh,
Well-
I can, instead of hiring 5 full-time employees, I can hire 15 gig employees. I don't have to pay benefits to, and I don't have to do shit for them. I don't have to pay unemployment. They're my minions,
Yeah.
right? So it's kind of fucking these
Well,
5
then
good
eventually,
jobs
right?
to
Like, look
shit
at what
jobs.
happens when autonomous cars come around, right?
Right.
And you got this little like smart car delivering your food. They just put it in there. It'll be at
It's
your
crazy.
house.
I think Domino's has it.
Yeah, I mean,
It's crazy.
It's clearly where technology is going with
Yeah,
cars. So
100%.
imagine what will happen.
But every time there's been innovation, and people are worried about innovation and all that stuff. But every time there's been innovation, something happens and people figure it out, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, it's like
there will be jobs lost.
people
to
saying
innovate.
like, dude, you
100%.
can't do that. You can't automate a mortgage.
Oh, it'll happen.
Yeah.
Oh, they can do anything.
Right.
You know?
Us in business right now we're good.
Yeah.
Right. But eventually,
If you put the best minds,
absolutely, in 100 years, you will not have a loan officer.
Right.
look, if there's
Right.
a,
In probably 20 years,
it's possible. Yeah, it's very possible.
Yeah.
Like we might be out of
scan
the
your
business.
thumb, and we'll like evaluate your whole income asset. Right.
Scanning
Boom,
your
you're
thumb.
done.
Thinking. So this brought up a random off-topic thing. So you talked scan your thumb. I was thinking yesterday at home, the Packer game was on, right? So I'm watching the Packer game. My son loved him to death, but he's like, "Can I change the game? I don't want to watch YouTube. I don't want to watch the."
Yeah.
No, I'm watching the Packer game.
Kids wanting to watch.
You have a
YouTube.
TV in your own room with a cable box. Go watch TV.
You want to watch YouTube all the time.
And he grabbed the remote and he started hitting buttons. I was like, "No, I want to
lock 'em
invent."
out?
You what?
You know how they have like these, like the gun trigger locks where like it's your thumbprint before like the trigger will work?
Yeah.
I wanted that for TV remotes.
How about a slap on your kid's mouth for
can't-
touching the remote?
Yeah.
Change the can't change the channel with my thumbprint.
yeah. My kid. Yeah. If there's not enough fear,
Or a
buddy.
passcode like an iPhone.
Yeah.
Right. You can't access
sweet.
this unless you know the
I think it's
passcode.
genius.
But
You can put a thumbprint on anything.
I mean, it's a pretty easy problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's not,
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
I think-
smack your kid a little.
I'm just saying, I think it'd be a sweet invention.
We're not condoning
We can
beating your
get
kids, by the way. just so
Lori,
everybody
what's her
knows.
name on QVC to
I'm
put it
not.
on Shark
But,
Tank.
You know,
Just
I
so
just
everybody
think
knows. We're gonna get calls now.
Yeah.
from the
Right.
one person
Yeah.
listening.
Oh my god.
you know it is.
I'm gonna go home and have freaking child protective service at my house.
It is
pretty
crazy
good show.
too. You know, like what are a lot of kids going to get this Christmas who are young?
You know what's
iPhones
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Technology. Screen time.
yeah, the
It's
for a lot
tough.
of them droids.
Yeah.
But you know,
Nintendo Switch.
I
Yeah,
mean, well, listen, that's okay. It's a gaming system, right? I mean, I got games when I was a little kid, but cell
Argue-
phone,
You can
right?
argue with cell phones a gaming system.
My kids have cell
No,
phones.
I'm just saying, like,
Mine do
to
too.
connect to the outside world
Yeah,
in like a way
Scary
that
shit.
is like unprecedented.
Yeah,
like when I was in 8th grade, I got my first cell phone. It was a flip phone. I mean, it was
You had a flip phone.
I had a
was
flip
sweet.
phone.
I had
Yeah.
the brick Nokia was my first.
well,
one.
it was
I
a
think
it
it was
was
a
a
struggle, yeah.
Sanyo or something.
Probably still
Regardless, it was pretty sweet. It had a color screen too, and mind you, like cell phones had just become
Yeah.
affordable, and the only thing you could really do is call on it, right? So who are you going to call? I mean, how often, aside from business, do you actually call people anyways, right? Besides your wife or whatever.
Cell
But-
phone's like a mobile newspaper nowadays.
yeah, but
It's everything.
it's crazy because, and they have these apps. It's funny, like my cousin has one for his kids, and essentially, like he can turn off apps at certain times,
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's all
Yeah.
controllable. But like
You can do that with your wife.
everyone has a cell phone now. Little kids have cell phones.
My kids are 2 and 3. They have. I mean, they're not connected, but they have old cell phones.
Yeah.
They use right. They use the cell
They play
phones.
games. I mean, it's just
watch
like
YouTube,
I can
and
only
sometimes-
imagine what's going to happen to everyone's eyes.
I can't.
Yeah,
I know they're gonna like. I know.
Like
think
everyone's
about
gonna be all
that.
cross-eyed.
I mean, my eyes are fine. I think. Right.
There's a great book out there called
Yeah, but-
Feed.
2/3 of your life, you haven't really like had a cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
You know,
that's true.
Like
yeah.
imagine like from what it does to your young little eyes.
You
like,
wanna know
looking
how
at a
old I
fucking
am?
Screen all day.
You're old as balls.
You know what? Hold on. I had a pager. that's what I had. I had a pager.
I
And
remember my dad had a beeper, right?
yeah, a beeper. That's right.
Beeper, yeah.
beepers. And you had to like go to a payphone to call
What
someone
is
back.
it? It just tells you like call this number.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a return phone call
kinda
number.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. All you when I so every,
It's like getting a voicemail but not being able to listen to it.
I'm going to give you
Yeah.
guys something really interesting. So when I started at Quicken in 2003, we were all issued pagers. We were given pagers by Quicken Loans, and they were used to page you if your client needed to get a hold of you. That's how
It's like the first like text message.
Yeah.
Right?
it wasn't even text message.
push
You had- they-
notification.
Well, kind of.
It's a
It
push
would tell you
notification.
like this person wants to talk to you.
And then
right?
but that person could have codes, right? So let's say I text someone and I was like, 143 meant I love you.
Yeah.
911 was obviously call me right away. There were all these different like codes, like on my way, like but because they were numeric, right?
Numeric codes and then a phone call, a number
It's
to
like
call you back.
Morse
call back.
code.
Yeah. So what are you going to get your girlfriend for Christmas? She
don't
doesn't
know.
listen, so we're fine.
Yeah, no, she doesn't. I don't know. I think she already got it.
You. She got you wrapped in a bow.
That's a Sally answer for sure.
No, I don't know.
No, I don't know.
I bought her that coat, man. Shit's expensive.
What coat?
That Canadian Goose.
Oh, you got the Canada Goose coat for
Yeah.
her. Yeah, that's what every rich girl needs to have because if
even
you
know
don't
if
have a
she's-
Canada Goose,
She's not
you're-
rich. That coat was very expensive,
Yeah,
so she better love it.
yeah. I don't know what I'm going to get my wife. I have no idea. She has everything. She buys everything she wants.
Truth.
Right, and then she's like, "You didn't get me anything." I'm like, "You fucking bought everything. Like, what am I supposed to get you? I really like these shoes."
Make her a craft.
But you know,
Make her a
I'm the
macaroni noodle.
worst.
I
I think she gives a shit about a crap.
I'm the worst person to buy for. I'm always like, Nothing. Yeah. Like, what do you want?
I just buy whatever
nothing,
I want. Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. It's hard when you like, I don't know, what do you get people these days? Because everybody has everything.
Well, and
they
then
want.
you get something, you're kind of like, I'm not gonna wear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit in my closet for.
You could take it back. I mean, it's beautiful, but
you know what the
you should probably
dumbest
take it
fucking
back.
thing on the planet to get is gift cards.
Why?
I think gift cards are awesome.
They're fucking dumb. Because let's say you get a gift card. Like 1 year, I got a gift card to like some store, like Starbucks. I don't like Starbucks.
Yeah, you
do.
Yeah, you do.
I'm just saying. I don't.
Yeah, you love Starbucks.
I'm
bro.
Every day at the office, like, hey, who wants to go on a Starbucks run for me? I'll buy.
For an example, I'm just giving you an example. Like I wasn't drinking Starbucks back then. My point is, like, you can get like a gift card to something that you'll never utilize.
Well, listen, you
Or
have
it's
to
an
get
opportunity
like
to go experience a new store or new something that you've never done before, and
Maybe.
you wouldn't go pay your own money for.
No, bro.
Better than
someone
getting a
gives
tie
me
you'll
like
never
a
wear.
Gap gift card or something. Of course,
Right. If I got you an Express gift card,
I would use the shit out of it.
They don't even make your size.
Oh,
I'd still buy something.
man, that's tough.
I'd find something.
Yeah, socks.
There you go.
Maybe. I don't even know. Have you
I'd
seen
use it. I would buy something with it.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I think it's who cares, right? Did you make the effort to get a gift?
that's what it is. That's what
Yeah.
I think it is.
Did you think about me?
That's
Did I think about you? That hey,
Unless-
listen,
unless
it's
you're my
all
wife.
there, right?
Unless you're my wife.
Unless you do something really shitty, like get like something like a McDonald's gift card or something. All right, that's kind of shitty.
Right.
But whatever.
All right. So if you guys, if you had,
I'd like that,
If
but-
you could make one wish for the year 2020, what would it be?
Only one.
The one wish for like, let's say for 2020, you could wish for like world peace, right? Or you could wish that you make $1 million. If you had one wish that will get accomplished in 2020, what would it be? Man.
That's a big question.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be realistic, right? Like I know, like if I wish for world peace, it's not going to happen. Unfortunately, that might be a saddest view, but
I mean, fuck that. We're gonna do something selfish, right? Like do something for yourself.
no.
I'm
Well, I
kidding,
don't know.
yeah.
I would say for our business to double,
Yeah.
right? That would be a great and run better on its own,
Yeah.
right? Put the pieces in place, but I don't really need to wish that either, right? Like
That's
I think
kind of like up to us, right?
yeah, like we have to do that anyway, so
Yeah.
that's not really a good wish.
Yeah.
So my daughter and I like to do this thing where we give each other like brain teasers or like puzzles or riddles and stuff. And this was a one that we did, I think, last weekend. And she told me, duh, obviously the only thing you would wish for is more wishes.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do.
You would do
pretty
more
good.
wish- Okay. So you.
I mean, she's like, duh, you get one wish, you wish for more wishes.
Yeah.
That's easy.
That's pretty good.
My only okay.
That's pretty good.
Mine's
Yeah.
more for humanity.
She's
bro.
8.
To your
She's a
point.
genius.
She's a genius. Yeah. I would just wish for people to stop being assholes
Yeah.
across the board. Across.
Speaking of which, my daughter, same thing.
She's an asshole.
No, a little asshole kid. Friday, she's going out to the bus leaving school. Some little asshole kid tripped her on purpose, and like she's beat.
What do you do? So I think about this. What do you beat the fuck out of that kid?
Dude,
Which can't.
I want to. No, I mean you can't do much. You got to call it school, call a teacher.
It is funny,
I mean,
you know,
It's
I know.
ridiculous.
Growing
And
up-
this kid's in her class too, which is.
I remember this kid punched my sister in the face.
I would be
on the
mortified if that
bus.
was my kid.
her
I
whole
would be
face
really
is like
mortified.
Rihanna,
Wow.
just bruised and
That's
She got
tough.
damn Rihanna.
My
yeah, dude.
my sister got punched in the face on the bus, and I remember my mom went over, like just like to this person's house that lived around the corner, right? Like we get off on the bus stop, my sister came in crying and whatnot, you know, and I was not on the same bus, but my mom just ran to this person's house, like, look what you did to my kid. It was just like
Oh, she
real
went-
intense.
she-
Yeah,
oh,
she
no
went
way.
nuts.
No way.
You know, and I guess that's all you could do. She's not like she can pick the other kid up by his hair and, you know.
I mean, as a parent, it's hard.
I can't beat your ass, but this kid can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
Right?
hire some big ass kid.
Right. Send out other kids.
Well, I mean,
Protection.
look, I think we had 2019 was a cool year for us. It
was a crazy year,
It was a
dude.
cool, crazy year for us. I really think 2020 is just going to be awesome. I really do. I think 2020, I mean, a lot of people are talking recession, all this shit, but like ultimately we all have a lot of opportunity. And whatever happens in the world, I think people just need to understand that they are in control of their own destiny. Looking at headlines on the news and all that, and like being at effect, like don't do that. Know that you have control over your destiny. That'd be the
Listen, there's
biggest
two
thing.
types of people today.
There's
right?
3 types.
Well, today in particular with the snow outside, for those who
Yeah.
can't see outside today, and whether this airs now or later, right?
Right.
But the person who somehow gets to work at 9 a.m. or the person who's saying, well, the snow was real bad, right? And it's kind of like, listen, dude,
Yeah.
you couldn't just like flip a switch in your house and say, you know what, there's going to be no snow out today,
Right.
right? And
Life,
it's kind
the
of like
world doesn't
the same
stop.
loan officer who's like, or whatever, right? Realtor, or any type of business, restaurant. Well, you know, the rates went up, or it's slow around here,
Yeah.
or, you know, it's like, well, yeah, it might be the rates did go up. It's a fact, right? But like,
What are you going to do?
yeah, you can't change that personally, right? And
But you can
you
plan
didn't
for
set
it.
yourself up the right way and plan for it to be a successful year or a successful day or whatever, right? You
Yeah.
could start tomorrow, but now you're already behind the curve. Same thing with the guy who's like, well, yeah, the snow, it was real bad. Yeah. No shit, dude. That's why I woke up and I'm here and, you know, my hands are purple because I didn't have a stick to do my car, right? But, or whatever, the brush. But
Sal's with a
my hands
stick.
are blue and cold, and yeah, I did it earlier,
Yeah.
right? And I've definitely been the other guy too.
So I think that we're going to end the
Yeah.
show on that. Just ultimately just know that you have your destiny in your own hands, and you either are going to be a victim and fall prey to the fact that you can make excuses for yourself, or you can pick yourself up, overcome adversity. And those are the people that are always going to be more successful, because everybody, me, you, everybody in the whole world has adversity on different levels. Nobody is devoid of adversity. It's just how do you react to it. So listen, everyone, we really appreciate you listening again. So have a wonderful day, year, and we will see you
Happy
next time.
holidays.
Happy holidays.
Merry Kwanzaa.
Hopefully you guys got to know us a little bit more intimately today.
Don't go to Paul's house for Christmas.
I love you.
He'll put a
Bye.
condom on you.
We're all done, guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Inside Real Estate, the nation's top real estate podcast. Don't forget to follow us at irepodcast.com and everywhere where podcasts are available.